Kiati. I'm head of Joshi Advocates. Thank you very much for joining us in this video. Early indefinite leave to remain for a child born in the UK or born out of the UK on private life, and for those who are over 18 but between 18 and 25 private life route. So it's going to get a bit technical, so rather than bore you with information that is very important and technical, we're going to see a map. So this is relevant because the immigration rules private life 276 ADE has just practically been deleted. Instead, it's been put under immigration rules Appendix Private Life. The law more or less remains the same, but we're particularly going to cover the private life child 7-year route born in the UK to indefinite, child 7-year route born out of the UK, whether it's going to be indefinite early or 10-year route. And then we're going to look at the 18 to 25 early indefinite leave to remain route. So let me turn the camera around. All right, forgive the poor penmanship. But we're gonna go through first. So early indefinite, right? This is for a child born in the UK under 18 at the date of the application, completes 7 years, right? And then also says with documents that it's unreasonable for the child to leave the UK. So then indefinite. So the 7-year route, straight indefinite when born in the UK and under 18 at the date of the application, right? Previously, the 7-year route would get you 2.5, but this is particularly the important point here. Born in the UK, 7 years, lived in the UK, under 18 at the date of the application, and unreasonable to expect the child to leave the UK indefinite early. This is under Appendix Private Life immigration rules. Now we go to early indefinite, still for a child. This is where the child is born out of the UK, right? Is under 18 at the date of the application. So the child is born out of the UK and then enters the UK lawfully, say a visit visa, for example, and then overstays, it's okay. Or lawfully and then something happens and then overstay. But anyway, child enters the UK lawfully, becomes overstay at some point, and then is granted private life 2.5 years. In that case, the child at the date of the application under 18 must complete 5 years under private life and then indefinite, right? So this is the 7-year child route, but for the child born out of the UK. So the 7-year child route born out of the UK, has to complete 5 years under private life and then indefinite. So when born in the UK, we saw earlier, born in the UK, straight 7 years, indefinite. So that's distinction there. And now, finally, early indefinite for those born outside the UK. So one person is born outside the UK, and this is important here also. Entered UK lawfully, aged 9 to 12.5. So a child came in the UK lawfully, aged 9 years to 12.5 years, and then became an overstay at some point, was granted 2.5 on private life, and then applies for indefinite, having completed 5 years. But at that point, the child may not be under 18, right? So it becomes over 18. And the route here is the 18 to 25 route, because the person is between 18 and 25 and spent half of their life in the UK. So either they came in when they were 9 or 12.5. So they are over 18 when they make the application. They lived in the UK under private life for 5 years, apply for indefinite, and they will need the life in the UK test and English language test. The policy when I made the first video wasn't clear on that, but now we have Appendix Private Life under immigration rules, making it clear. Life in the UK test, English language test is required because applicant is over 18. Under the 18 and 25 route, has completed 5 years under private life, having been born outside the UK and entered the UK lawfully. Now, if these technical points are not met, of course, the person continues anyway on the 10-year route to settlement and gets indefinite after that. So this is early indefinite to remain concession. The key points to note are a child born out in the UK, forgive me, it's gone a bit blurry. All right, born in the UK, child at the date of application, born after the UK, under 18 at the date of application. And then you have particularly born after the UK, entered the UK lawfully, let's make it clear, between 9 and 12 years of age. So that's when they would come in. So that's the 18 to 25 year route. Well, thank you very much for joining. Let me just turn the camera around. Hang on. Thank you very much for joining. I hope that picture or a map explains it, makes it clarified of what the position is Home Office taking for early indefinite and exactly what particular requirements there are. So as always, contact me, details below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Take care.